Alright guys, welcome to Wolfenstein the Old Blood, and this is a prequel to the New Order. Came out after, but it's a prequel. It's a shorter one, roughly 6 to 8 hours, something like that. I'm gonna go ahead clear that. I accidentally started it up, but let's see. Alright, let's go to options, audio, subtitles, all. There we go. And we'll go with Bring 'Em On. I Am Death Incarnate, a little too hard for me to enjoy it. I don't like dying that much. Uber, no. No. And there's always Don't Hurt Me and Can I Play Daddy, but we're not that bad.
This war is a disease, passed through blood spilled by warriors. I feel the winds from the gathering storm.
Im Hauptquartier des Führers sprach der Oberkommandierende des Heeres am 15. März 1946 über die jüngsten Erfolge der deutschen Armee. Voller Zuversicht, dass der Endsieg in nur wenigen Jahren zu erreichen sei, sprach er dem großen Fortschritt der deutschen Waffentechnologie unter der Führung von General Wilhelm Strasse einen großen Anteil an.
I hope you don't mind the weight of the world on your shoulders, Agent Blazkowicz.
I've got pretty solid shoulders, Agent One.
Well, we're losing the bloody war.
Nobody told me.
HQ's put a tight lid on it. General Deathshead is manufacturing unstoppable killing machines in a secret compound. One of his lieutenants, Helga von Schabs, is keeping the folder mentioned in your mission briefing at our base of operations, Castle Wolfenstein. This folder contains the location of Deathshead's compound. Could be our last chance, this, before the Nazis wipe out all that's good in the world.
America would never fold.
All right, here's the checkpoint. Remember your cover. Commander Franz, Nazi bastard from the SS in Frankfurt.
Die Papiere bitte.
Hier.
Fahren Sie zum Kontrollpunkt da vorne und zeigen Sie dort Ihre Papiere.
Vielen Dank. Wiedersehen. You and me, Blazkowicz. We're a good team. We can do this. Okay, look. You're German? Frankly, it's atrocious. So no talking. And keep your gun holstered for as long as you can. The papers Kessler prepared for you are in the glove box. There. Okay. Let's go. And remember, stay focused, stay quiet, and follow me, right?
Commandant Franz aus Frankfurt. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Fuck it.
If you notice too, he had a little keychain on the key. I think it was like a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher from the Quake games. But let's see, we unlocked a concept art, the Paderborn Bridge. Paderborn Bridge is a century-old bridge which the Nazis have turned into a military checkpoint and fortified with a new type of concrete developed by Nazi scientists. Beneath the bridge lies the Wolfenstein cable car station, which is the only way into the heavily guarded Castle Wolfenstein. Let's see, we have 4 concept arts, a letter, and 4 characters. And if you remember, the concrete gets moldy really quick. Let's see, Wesley, Agent 1. Richard Wesley, codename Agent 1, was born and raised in Wales. His father was a veteran from the Great War, and his mother was a primary school teacher. Respected for his experience and brutal efficiency, he is one of the most important operatives within the OSA.
Komm stehen, Fritz. Herr Jäger kommt gleich. Jawohl, macht Hundefutter aus dir, wenn er dich so sieht. Was soll ich denn dann deiner Mutter erzählen? Entschuldige, Onkel. Nenn mich nicht so. Entschuldigung.
Oh, map. Let's see, article, The Fuhrer visits Paderborn. Paderborn, 12th of January 1946, people were out celebrating in the streets of Paderborn in the Bavarian mountains when the Fuhrer came to revisit the town and his famous castle Wolfenstein. On the agenda was a meeting with General William Strauss and his lieutenant Helga von Straubs to discuss the German war effort and the success of General Strauss's research into advanced war technology. This is just the beginning, said the Fuhrer after the meeting. The Allied forces are losing on all fronts. Our bombs are falling over England. The American Navy is fighting a war they cannot win in the Pacific. No one is standing in our way. He also commended Helga von Straubs for her archaeological research illuminating the great history of King Otto and his legacy to the German people. I wish the paper went away after you read it. I don't know why. And we didn't get anything else, did we? No, okay. We got perks.
Zeigen Sie Ihre Papiere.
Hier, bitte sehr.
Alles klar. Guten Morgen, Herr Jäger.
Was gibt's, Greta?
Die Papiere bitte.
Augenblick, warten Sie. Aus Frankfurt. Sind Sie Frankfurter?
Ja, ein Hotdog.
So ein komischer Kauz. Die spinnen, die Amis. Hotdog. Die werden sich wundern, wenn wir an der Macht sind. Weiter. Kreta. Bei Fuß.
That was a big dude. Let's see, military checkpoint. Many civilians living in the area have fallen victim to overzealous officers stationed at Castle Wolfenstein's checkpoint. If you approach them too fast, if your papers are not in order, or if you simply look suspicious to the guards, you might end up either dead or thrown into the dungeons of the castle, depending on their mood of the day. I would read all that, like, when the level's done or something, but it goes away.
Reckon I had to say something.
That was Rudi Jager, Helga's second in command. I hear he feeds his dogs with prisoners from the castle's dungeon.
Let's see, article, Castle Wolfenstein assassin executed. Berlin, January 3rd, 1946. It was the Fuhrer himself who put the noose around the neck of the assassin known as the Castle Wolfenstein terrorist when he was executed early Sunday morning. Herr Hitler was in a fine mood, having recovered remarkably well from the cowardly assassination attempt. As he was led into the execution chamber, the terrorist soiled himself when he saw the Fuhrer in such good health. Let this be a powerful reminder that all enemies of our great nation will meet a righteous end, said Herr Hitler. After the assassin had stopped twitching, where he hung from the rope, when asked about the status of his well-being, he answered with strength and conviction, "It is time to quell the insidious rumors, claiming that I was badly hurt by the terrorist and that he managed to escape. They were fabrications manufactured by our enemies. Everyone who is found to repeat these lies will face trial as traitors of the Reich."
Guten Morgen.
Let's see, Rudi Jager. Rudi Jager is Helga's second in command at Castle Wolfenstein's prison dungeon. Before being assigned to Castle Wolfenstein, Jager used to work as General Deathhead's personal dog trainer. One of Jager's favorite pastime activities is to feed his dog with prisoners from the castle's dungeon. What a nice thing to do.
Morgan.
Guten Morgen.
Oh, wait.
Guten Morgen.
Nothing down here.
Helga von Schaps. What a nasty piece of work. Handpicked by Death's Head himself as a key member of the SS Paranormal Division. Now, I had the misfortune of encountering her on a mission to Tanzania. Did I ever tell you about that, Blazkowicz? Was sick with blackwater fever at the time. Possibly the worst day of my life. Not even a heavy diet of whiskey could improve my condition, if you can imagine. Anyway, this castle, Helga owns it. It's her occult research center. Now, we need to take down Death's Head or the war will be lost. And Helga is vital in doing this. There's a top secret document folder in Helga's office. It should give us the location of Death's Head's compound. Once we have that, well then, we can launch an assault on his base of operations. Shoot him dead. Turn this failure of a war around, and be back just in time for tea.
Undercover, okay. Alright, and we did get the Castle Wolfenstein. It is a mighty fortress perched on the top of the highest mountain in the German Alps. The high mountains and deep valleys surrounding the castle form a natural defense, making the castle nearly impregnable. It was constructed nearly a millennium ago by King Otto, the Holy Roman Emperor.
Right. Off you go. I'll disable the alarm. You head for Helga's research center. We'll stay in touch via radio, leaving the channel open.
Alright. Cable car platform. The only way to enter Castle Wolfenstein is the heavily fortified cable car platform. That's all the concept art. All we need now is the characters and a letter. Just like New Order, when I originally played it, I never really sought out all the stuff, like the letters and stuff like that. See, BJ Undercover. It was hard to find a uniform that would fit BJ's massive build, so the OSA hired a tailor and made a custom uniform. Oh. Okay. What about that Jaeger dude?
Okay. Inside the elevator.
Roger that. Guard spotted. Going in for the kill. There you go now. Sleep tight.
Alright, we gotta go about this silently. Whoops. Well, I tried.
Up on the catwalk, BJ. Don't shoot. It's just me.
I gotcha. Maybe I shouldn't be getting all this overcharge right now, but who cares? I know that in this one, if you get instead of finding
That's where the folder should be.
Okay, Helga. Where
health
do you keep
upgrades,
your
you get
secrets?
them through just like, hey, there's a Dovahkiin helmet.
If I was a safe, where would I hide? Well, I guess I would.
Note from research assistant Lang. January 4th, 1945. Helga is in a meeting with the Fuhrer the whole week. Got to shake his hand. Seemed like a very pleasant man, but his hands were clammy and cold. There was a faint, unpleasant odor, too. Helga assigned me to lead the research team while she was preoccupied with our visitor. Discoveries of note, an ancient construction sketch lodged in between two wooden panels, seem to have been used during the building of this castle. Castle was commissioned by King Otto to the grandiose, impressive, terrifying to his enemies. Must have been quite the sight back then, a marvelous technical achievement by any standards. What piqued my interest was when I looked at the sketches and saw several spaces I could find no entrance to. Maybe some kind of hidden device, opening device. We'll report this to Helga immediately when she is not otherwise engaged. Could it be the lost treasures of King Otto? Lang.
Because I wouldn't be sentient, would I? But I guess I would just be. So, where would I be then?
Alright, let's just take a look around for
Blazkowicz, go through every nook and cranny.
anything else. You've got to grab the health really fast though to get it all.
I found the safe, but the bloody folder is gone. It's just not there. I saw a radio
I think if I would have grabbed all that health in the beginning,
can't find the folder.
I would have got a health upgrade.
I'll stay on the lookout.
I don't need no dual wielding.
Get on the radio and contact Kessler, Blazkowicz. No time to
Hold on, I'm reading stuff. Note from Research Assistant Winkler, February 28th, 1946. Research Assistant Ernst Ziegler was burned to death today when performing an experiment on object number 12-1 from the Wolfberg dig. A small explosion occurred when Herr Ziegler tried to operate the object. His torso caught fire and the fire spread to his head. We tried to put the fire out, but eventually he succumbed to the flames. I am now forced to write a letter to his wife. Need to come up with a good explanation. Number 12-1 is a very large, crude-looking device which holds a series of optical lenses, an incinerator with traces of magnesium and others as yet unidentified components. We have dated the device to circa 964 AD. It's likely to have been intended as a stationary weapon for larger battles. Uncertain if it ever was deployed in battle or if a version was ever developed which functioned without engulfing its user in flames. I wonder, could this device be what Albert Einstein proposed as a laser in his paper on the quantum theory of radiation? If so, we might be on the verge of the greatest scientific discovery of the decade. Once safely procedures have been improved, the experiments will continue. Gottfried Winkler. Moreover, I wasted it all now. Oh, there's the stuff from New Order.
There is a radio on your floor. Use it to contact Kessler. We need to figure out a new plan. Hurry up, BJ.
Double barrel.
Pathfinder calling Landseer. Come in, Landseer. Over.
This is Landseer speaking. Over.
Landseer, we can't find Lucy's present. Over.
Pathfinder, I have new information regarding Lucy's present. Rendezvous with me as soon as you can. We will discuss further. Over.
Roger. Pathfinder out.
They shot at us.
Hold them off, Blazkowicz. I'll find us an escape route. Remember.
Let me make sure I didn't unlock anything else. Marksman. Okay. These elite soldiers are excellent marksmen armed with the deadly Bombardier carbine. They are equipped with a visor that allows them to hit targets over great distances. Okay. Only thing left is the letter.
Nothing good left in the world. Shoot those Nazis, Blazkowicz.
Working on it.
I play him. Oh, got them both. Gotta love the double barrel in these kind of games. Ooh. Idiots. Anybody else on the ground? Oh good, more shells. Ah.
How's that exit coming along, Wesley?
Research Center. You've unlocked a
We
challenge.
still have a chance. Kessler knows something.
But it's worth bloody note if we don't get out of this place. Look, I found a way out. Come here, I'll help you out.
Careful. Careful.
Hold on, what was that challenge? Is it like a perk? Oh, we got a health upgrade, I guess. Overcharge your health to reach 200? Or no? Collectible notes. I don't know.
Meeting Kessler in the village tavern.
Roger that.
There we are. Get up here, quick as you can.
Those weird skulls.
Here, use this exit.
Helga's diary entry number 1, January 6, 1945. The leg has kept me up the last couple of nights. Terrible itching. Fortunate side effects. Time to think and study. I think I understand more about my ancestor King Otto. More about who my ancestor King Otto was, his ambitions and dreams. The righteous fire that burned within him, almost, I would dare say, divine in nature. He was destined to be the Holy Roman Emperor. Was it my destiny? Or rephrase, can my destiny be controlled? Yesterday we found King Otto's secret study chamber, thanks to my research assistant, valuable things hidden inside. Research papers, alchemical texts, maps, reminded briefly, painfully, of what I found my father hanging from the ceiling in his study at the old... when I found him hanging. Okay. Old estate. How cold its great hall seemed after, as if it died with him. Should not dwell on these things, concentrate on the research. We'll go for refreshments despite the late hour.
Go, Blaskowitz. Use this exit.
We will. Oh, there's a letter. Wonder if the letters in here are as long as
Not much
New
time
Order.
before the Nazi stampede arrives. Get inside.
Okay, so they seem to be January 2nd, 1946, or February 1st, I don't know. My dear Reinhold, I have a secret to share, a secret concerning ancient kings and arcane knowledge. But first, you know how to write a letter that warms a woman's heart, my dear Reinhold, and thank you so much for the wine. It was delicious. I hope you know how much I enjoy and value our continued correspondence, even though we are no longer lovers. Perhaps it was for the best, our separation, because I have witnessed sides of you now that I have never seen during any of our years before. Perhaps you are unable to open up your heart to women that you are romantically involved with. Anyway, I am currently drowning in work, and it seems I will be so for most of this year. I feel like an absolute bore, but I must decline your invitation to visit your estate in Florence. As soon as my calendar clears up, I will contact you, I promise. About the secret. Big things are afoot here at Castle Wolfenstein. Do you remember I confided in the last letter I sent about finding King Otto's secret study chamber here in the castle? Well, I found the king's very own diary. I have had it translated, and my God, Reinhold, it is such a fascinating read. I knew a lot about King Otto before, of course, seeing that I am a direct descendant to him, but I did not know that he had such a fervent interest in the occult science like me. It seems it runs in the family. The fascination seems to have developed after the death of his wife, Edith. That's a weird name. It must have been a great loss to him. Of course, these personal details mean little to me, but what intrigued me, dear Reinhold, is what the king wrote about some parchments which came into his possession during the incident in Istanbul. These parchments seem to have been mostly related to advanced alchemical research. Even more fascinating, the king began to create war machines which he used to expand his empire. You can understand this sparked my curiosity. That's why I decided to start investigation into what treasures of this could still be buried in this part of the country. I have recently launched an expedition to the nearby city of Wolfsburg, and I am currently making preparations to go there myself and oversee the operation. Anyway, hope to see you soon. Love, Helga. Okay, well. Letters are long as hell.
No turning back now, BJ!
Helga's diary entry number 2, September. Read so much about Wolfsburg now, I worry my eyes will begin to bleed. This damnable, fascinating city. Something important here, I can feel it. Certainly seemed important to my ancestor, King Otto. Concluded so far. King Otto found parchments and fragments, the Istanbul encounter. Parchments imparted him powerful knowledge. See notes of Seinbag, the scholar, page 15 to 26. Constructed something in Wolfsburg used in warfare against the Magyars. War machines helped his claim to power and the forming of the Holy Roman Empire. However, whatever he constructed seems it was lost in the fire that razed the town to the ground. Most people would probably stop there, but I have this hunger in me to know more. I blame you, Father, for this. I will keep banging my head into this until either it kills me or I break through to the other side. Tonight's wine, a refreshing Rogo. Very good with cheese and sausage.
Keep moving!
Be quiet, I'm looking at stuff.
Shit. Blaskowitz, you done messed up now.
Blaskowitz?
Okay, so we're on part 1.
Yep, I'm here, Wesley.
Good.
I'll get us out of here somehow.
You ever been to Snowdonia, Blaskowitz?
No, never been.
It's a majestic and beautifully desolate place. Rolling hills as far as the eye can see. My father used to take me hiking there sometimes before the Great War. He was happy back then. He'd pack a basket full of bread and cheddar, bottle of ale for him and a soft drink for me. Even found a fossil there once. Same day I broke my foot slipping on a wet stone. That was the best day of my life. I wish I'd had a chance to go back there. Evening, officer. Holt ihn raus!
Rats.
Alright, so they took Wesley. Now we found a letter. And it's the only letter in here. Wow, there's a lot of gold. That not too worried about. Concept art and characters, 3 art, 4 characters, so letter. Whoever reads this, my name is Lottie Cole. I was imprisoned here by Helga. Please contact my father in Wolfsburg. Name is Robert Cole. Works at the library. Tell him Helga is investigating the defiled church. Please, this is very urgent. And then a lot of blood. I love the pipes in this game. I think it's so cool. Alright, so what we gotta do here.
Procedures leashed up by those cables.
Power them down.
Seen your
Bitch.
type before back in Death's Head's X-Labs.
Oh wait, before we do this, anything back here? Health. A little bit of armor. Go ahead and power him down as well. Now the good thing is, those guys, when they see you, after about a minute, you know, they will just kind of forget. So that's good. I remember first playing this part, thinking that it took so long to get through, but it really doesn't, but just how it seemed at the time. Alright, got a map. These guys over here are kind of hard to, well, I wouldn't say hard, but it's tricky to get it so they don't see you. See, he comes over, then he comes over. Yep, he saw me. We just need this guy to, yep, there we go. Alright, he's down. We got two more to go that we can see. And you can grab the gun and actually kill them, but you will lose a lot of health doing it. Shoot. So I think once we get past these 3 guys in here, then that's when we're finished with this part. Alright, there we go. That's 2 down. 2 to go. That was close. I don't know where the other guy is. He's way down there. And I guess him you can't actually shut off with the power switch. You have to shoot him with the gun. But we won't do that because you do you'll get hurt a lot. We'll just wait till he turns around. There we go. Alright, Super Soldaten. The first iteration of German General Death's Head Super Soldaten used by Helga von Schlabs to guard Castle Wolfenstein. This iteration of Super Soldaten doesn't have integrated power cells and has to rely on a wired connection to supply them with energy. Good for us. How does that little drop hurt?
Die Alchemie des Teufels. Sowas kriege ich Gänsehaut. Als Christ.
You can see there was some gold in there.
Gehört, als sie vor ihrem Zimmer verschwand. Jeder weiß doch, dass sie sich für Geschichte interessiert. Das hat sie sogar angegeben.
At least we already got the letter. And gold. Don't really care too much about the gold because don't really get anything for it, but whatever. If we see it, we'll get it. He can actually see you from up here. Did not know he was just right there. Oh, he's down already, okay. Usually it takes a little more than that, I thought. And we didn't lose too much health. I would have used this, but they were taking too long. I don't think we needed that anymore. Oh, that didn't. The hand was right by the door. Got some doggos. And more gold. Trying to scoot past all this, silent as a mouse. Oh, I maxed out, didn't realize. Anything over here? No. He's coming back. I'll have to wait because he'll just shoot us while we're trying to do it. At least they don't take too long to turn around. You know, it's not really tedious. That guy's just attached to the door. Stay behind this box in case he sees us. Bye-bye. Alright, I cannot move fast with this gun. I'd like to see what's over here. Hello? Okay. Wasn't sure if he saw me or not. Oh, more. There was gold up here. Okay. Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what you come up here for. I was wondering which way. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's what you come up here for. I was wondering which way was better. Alright, he's going that way. I don't know if the guy in front of him will see me or not. Alright, we got cell blocks. Castle Wolfenstein's prison cell blocks are guarded by monstrous super Solditan and vicious camp hounds. Officially, no one has ever escaped these dungeons, let alone the castle itself.
Ich komme in der Stunde wieder.
Trying to be sneaky, we got dogs in here. Note from the state veterinarian. Mr. Jaeger, I appreciate that you are concerned about her health, but I assure you that surgery will not be necessary. Indeed, I do agree with your assessment that she has seemed irritable and withdrawn lately, but let me point out 2 important points that should ease your mind. 1, if you give her the medicine twice daily as prescribed, the kidney stones should pass naturally. 2, I know Greta is more than a mere dog to you, but once this ordeal is over, she will quickly forget about it and return to her normal jolly self. Otto Wilp, State Veterinarian. Alright, before we go down there, see if we can't do a little bit more over here. They seem to be blind. Oh, so there's a couple of different ways you can get there. I don't know, I only ever went to the main part. Well, except for this one, just seems to be a hole. Okay, so let's explore the other ones really quick. Broken ladder. Oh, gold. Let's see, yeah, over here. Missed all this. I guess that's where we would have dropped down one of them, yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. So we found a gold. Cool. Yeah, stupid unstable walls. Alright, we can go left and... oh no, we can't go right. Okay. So just left. Oh, got the super soldier town up there. Just in case, I'll take these guys out. See what's in these other little crevices. Oh, it's a way to get up here. And I guess it was the way to go. I played this one the most, but it's been a while since I played it. See, kennels. The kennels where Rudi Jager is where the kennels where Rudi Jager keeps his vicious camp huns as an unusually cruel form of execution. Jaeger likes to feed his dogs with prisoners from the castle dungeons. Yeah, that's because he's gross. Article, Rudi Jager, the Patriot Hunter. What matters most to a hunter is his dog, says Rudi Jager, SS Lieutenant and caretaker at Castle Wolfenstein, where we met Herr Jager. It is a crisp October day, and he is taking us on a walk through the forest south of Paderborn. His dog, a beautiful hunting breed enhanced by the research of General William Strauss, trots along by his side through the carpet of rustling leaves. It's a relationship. She trusts me, and she knows I would never betray that trust. When you're out there stalking your prey, that's all that matters. When speaking with Jaeger, it becomes clear that the same fervor that made him Helga and von Straub's right hand is also devoted to the art of hunting. But what about fellow hunting partners? I need someone I can rely on 100%. People are clumsy. They're easily distracted and insecure. Dogs, on the other hand, are great animals. They're loyal to their other members of their group. They follow their leader without question. And when the group is threatened, they bite. Okay. Turns out that's not the way to go. Oh wait, here it is. Nobody knows we're here. And onto a bed. That is a nasty toilet. There he is. Article, Medieval Sword Unearthed in Wolfsburg, Berlin, November 3rd, 1945. Archaeologists have unearthed fragments of a sword buried underneath the streets in Wolfsburg. The sword has been dated to the 10th century and belonged to a medieval knight. The archaeologist leading the dig, Lottie Cole, commented today on the find with enthusiasm. The knight was in the service of King Otto, the Holy Roman Emperor, when he was, for unknown reasons, killed on the streets of Wolfsburg. It is unclear how this final find relates to the razing of Wolfsburg, which took place in 965 AD, but it strengthens the most popular theory among local historians that a group of knights sent out by King Otto were killed when they were trying to defend the city from invading bandits.
Tell me about the secret. What does Helga know?
Oh, mein Junge. Bist du von der Front zurück? Ich hätte nie gedacht, dass ich dich wieder sehe. Oh, mein kleiner süßer Junge. Oh.
Sorry, old man. You mistake me for someone else.
Stop. Eine Sekunde.
Sanitarium patient. The mental patients locked away in Castle Wolfenstein are being used by Helga von Schaubs to collect esoteric knowledge.
Wie lange?
Run forward and press that to sprint. Or slide.
Wesley, I tell you about Aunt Sarah. Diagnosed with dementia during college. Medication made her drowsy and strange. I remember those eyes of hers, like dirty windows on some derelict shack. Grandma told me it passed through the blood.
Alright, only one way to go. God, everything's so gross. And look at that, we got the old Wolfenstein stuff right here. Pretty cool. Oh, there we go, health upgrade 1. Increases health regeneration speed by 30%. Then this one, your increases health regeneration by 5 health points. Then the last one, health by 25. Cool.
Was ist?
They're stabbing each other.
Chin up, Englishman. Wir bringen ihn zur Festung.
Found you.
Elite soldier. The elite soldiers of the SS Paranormal Division are feared and respected for being brutal and merciless.
You are a quiet one.
Patient interview note from Helga. I am preoccupied by Jonas Hartmann. There's more to this patient's ramblings than the manifestations of a psychosis. He's describing reoccurring visions connected to the city of Wolfsburg, visions that seem to be related to King Otto. A church burnt to the ground, strange machinery in an underground labyrinth, rotting limbs twisting and moving in the darkness. It's all very intriguing. Could be our first real lead to find the buried treasures of King Otto. I will interview him in the library. What wine to choose? He seems like a Sauvignon kind of man. I shall enjoy this.
Aren't you? Don't worry. We have plenty of time to get comfortable in each other's company.
Got a Panzerhund right there. And it does look like I may have missed a note right there.
Jesus Christ. That's a big fucking dog.
Yeah, when I first played this game, I played it on the PC, and I was not very good with mouse and keyboard, so doing that, I died a couple times. Oh, it knows we're here. Take out commanders before they call for backup. I love how they he does the pipe. Oh, nope. Let's keep that back on there, shall we? See, prison docks. The docks where the trolley barges load and unload their daily cargo of supplies, weapons, and prisoners. The boats drew their power from the electrical lines suspended above. They are the only way to get in and out of the prison. Oh, hello. Give me it. Oh, we got a grenade. Oh, I never noticed this before. Oh, okay. Ah, damn it. Oh shit, there was a dude right there. Oh. Okay, that was easy kill with a pipe. Wow, there's a lot of people over here. Trying to find the commander, damn it. He's very far away. No, okay. I think in the I think in Wolfenstein 2 you can destroy those. And that would also not call in reinforcements. What the hell? I don't know where any of you guys are. Whoa! Where did you guys come from? There's a giant explosive right next to me. God damn it. He came out of here. Oh my god. Whew. Let me just I'd rather them not do it. that turd is. Being 100% stealthy in this one, that was a lot harder than New Order. The Count's pistol. Right there. This is kind of like a grenade pistol. It's pretty cool. Gold number 8. I think that means, yeah, that's the last gold, so we didn't find 3 of them. More alarms. Oh, I think I threw that too far. Oh my god. Didn't realize how open it was right there. Whew. There's a lot of them. There we go. Need some help now. Alright, let's get on that boat. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, shoot. I hate drones. Let's see, drone. The Wesp drone is a prototype unmanned combat aircraft developed by Dr. Ludwig Wald, the Nazis' top radio engineer. The prototype is currently being field tested to evaluate its combat efficiency. If it proves itself, it might be rolled out in a larger scale. It is capable of autonomous navigation and automatic friend or foe identification, and is armed with dual 26mm rocket launchers. Okay. Get out of here, bitch. What the hell? I like that they place these right next to the people. It's like they're saying, we know these parts are annoying. Here you go. Who the hell? Ah, bye-bye. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Can I reattach this? Yes, okay. Alright, so guys, that is where we're going to end the first part of Wolfenstein the Old Blood. Oh, well, we're exiting the level, so we'll end it once this cutscene happens. Chapter 2, Docks. Alright, so with this one, let's just see real quick. We have no letters, 8 gold, 3 concept art, and only 1 character. So we're going to end it here at Chapter 2, Docks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This one's going to be a little longer than all the rest. The rest will be just like New Order will be around in the 40 minutes. Yeah, so have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.